more seeds of hope. Stories for Lent. Today's story seed is, How Often Must I Forgive? From the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 18, verses 21 and 22. Lord, if my brother or sister sins against me, how often must I forgive them? As many as 7 times? Jesus answered, I say to you, not 7 times, but 77 times. Listen to today's story seed. A woman sat down, opened her journal, turned to the page where she was keeping her list, and put in her latest entry. She wrote, It's past 10 p.m. and the music is blaring again. Pushing her black hair out of her eyes, she closed her journal and went to the bathroom to get ready for bed. She was aggravated. She hated her neighbor. That's why she was keeping a list of all the things he did wrong. On the day they met, he had called her sister. He was clearly not her brother, and she took offense, although she half-heartedly smiled at him. Later that night, when he was out of his apartment and his dog was barking, she decided she did not like this brother who lived next door. A week or 2 later, after he had left his stinking garbage next to his front door, which was only 10 feet from her door, she started keeping a list of reasons why she disliked him so much. As the months went by, the pages in her journal filled up. The smelly fish he liked to cook, jump roping in his room that made her glasses rattle, late night parties with drunk people laughing while she tried to sleep. At this point, she was looking for a new apartment to get away from this brother once and for all. She couldn't find anything suitable, so she was stuck living next door to the most inconsiderate imbecile on planet Earth. The most inconsiderate imbecile on planet Earth. She noticed that even when he wasn't doing something annoying, she was still upset. She felt aggravated at work, and he was nowhere near. He left for the weekend. Finally, some peace, she thought to herself. But she couldn't relax. She spent her time thinking about how offensive he was and how terrible he had made her life. She started plotting ways she could get even with him. Although she never acted on her plans, she thought about nailing his door shut, leaving her garbage in his doorway, blasting music when she knew he was asleep. These thoughts were the only joy she had. Such a sad story. But Jesus has a simple answer. Forgive. In reality, of course, this is not simple. There's a lot going on in this story that needs to be addressed. Forgiveness doesn't mean that there are no consequences to actions. Forgiveness doesn't mean that we become a doormat or that we tolerate injustice. Chances are good that you're experiencing someone who is irritating you or has wronged you in some way. It's natural to want to get even. However, the time spent hating someone or plotting revenge isn't healthy. The world might tell you that it will make you happy, but it won't. The joy of revenge is false. In AA circles, it's often said resentment is like swallowing poison and hoping the other person dies. When Jesus tells us to forgive, not 7 times, but 70 times 7 times, he's revealing one of the basic truths of a life lived to the fullest. Always forgive. Don't let your heart be burdened. This is for our good as well as the person being forgiven. We all know it's not easy, but when it does occur, is it not a gift to ourselves more than to the person being forgiven? Letting go of anger and resentment, rage, irritation, and other troubling emotions is indeed a gift. Ask Jesus how to do it in your situation. You don't need a calculator to know if you should forgive. Forgiveness is always the number one choice. Now, let's take 30 seconds to water the seed. Who do I need to forgive? If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And to become a closer part of the Heart to Heart community, go to our website, htoh.us, and subscribe to receive regular inspirational videos delivered right to your inbox.